In the heart of Peckham, South London, a community bustles with life. Children play, families gather, and dreams take root. Among them was a bright 10-year-old boy named Damilola Taylor. On November 27, 2000, Damilola left the local library, his mind filled with the wonders of the computer club he had just attended. The sun dipped beyond the horizon as he made his way home, a path he had walked many times before. But that evening, something went terribly wrong. Moments later, he was found bleeding in a stairwell, a deep wound to his thigh. Despite efforts to save him, Damilola's life slipped away. The community was left in shock. How could such a tragedy occur in their midst? Who could commit such a heinous act against an innocent child? The investigation that followed was fraught with challenges, false leads, unreliable witnesses, and a desperate family seeking justice. Years would pass before answers emerged, but when they did, they brought forth more questions than resolutions. Join us as we uncover the events of that fateful day, the prolonged quest for justice, and the lingering impact on a community torn apart. This is the story of Damilola Taylor, a tale of innocence lost, a family's unwavering pursuit, and a nation's reflection on its own conscience. Stay with us as we reveal the layers of this tragic case. And if you haven't already, subscribe to True Crime O'Clock for more in-depth stories that matter. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest episodes. Your engagement helps us bring these stories to light. Now, let's journey back to that day in November 2000 and uncover what truly happened to Damilola Taylor. Damilola Olufemi Taylor was born on December 7, 1989, in Lagos, Nigeria. A vibrant and sensitive boy, he was known for his infectious good humor and a smile that could light up any room. He had a passion for football and was an avid Manchester United supporter. But more than anything, Damilola dreamed of becoming a doctor, inspired by a deep desire to find a cure for his sister Gbemi's severe epilepsy. In August 2000, the Taylor family relocated to London, seeking better medical treatment for Gbemi. Settling in Peckham, South London, they hoped for a brighter future. Damilola enrolled at Oliver Goldsmith Primary School, eager to embrace his new environment and continue his education. Despite the challenges of adjusting to a new country, Damilola's enthusiasm remained undeterred. He joined an after-school computer club at the local Peckham library, nurturing his curiosity and ambition. On November 27, 2000, after attending the club, Damilola began his usual walk home. The path was familiar, the evening routine seemingly ordinary. But that evening took a tragic turn. Damilola was found bleeding in a stairwell on the North Peckham estate, a deep wound to his thigh. Despite efforts to save him, he was pronounced dead at King's College Hospital. The community was left in shock, grappling with the senseless loss of such a promising young life. As the investigation unfolded, questions arose. What led to this heinous act? Who were the perpetrators? The journey for answers was just beginning. In the wake of this tragedy, the Taylor family sought justice for their son. The community rallied, and the authorities launched an extensive investigation. But the path to justice would be fraught with challenges, revealing deeper issues within the system. Stay with us as we uncover the complexities of the investigation, the trials that ensued, and the enduring impact of Damilola's legacy. On November 27, 2000, at approximately 4:51 p.m., 10-year-old Damilola Taylor left the Peckham Library in South London, captured by CCTV cameras. These images would be the last recorded moments of his life. Damilola was expected home shortly after leaving the library, but he never arrived. Around 5 p.m., a passerby discovered him collapsed in a stairwell of a housing block on Blake's Road, Peckham. He had sustained a deep wound to his left thigh, severing a major artery. Despite the swift response of emergency services, Damilola's injuries were catastrophic. He was pronounced dead upon arrival at King's College Hospital. His last words, spoken to a passerby who found him, were, I'm okay, a testament to his bravery in his final moments. The community was left in shock and grief. A young life, full of promise, had been senselessly cut short. The circumstances surrounding Damilola's death were shrouded in mystery, prompting a rigorous investigation. As detectives began to piece together the events of that fateful evening, they faced numerous challenges. The path to justice would be long and arduous, marked by false leads and complex forensic evidence. Join us in the next chapter as we explore the investigation that sought to uncover the truth behind Damilola Taylor's tragic death. In the days following Damilola Taylor's tragic death, investigators faced a daunting challenge. The attack had no direct witnesses, and crucially, no CCTV footage captured the incident itself. Detectives meticulously retraced Damilola's final steps, but the trail offered few clues. The autopsy provided a pivotal revelation. Damilola's fatal injury was not from a conventional stabbing weapon, but from a broken glass bottle, wielded with deliberate intent. This discovery intensified public outrage and despair. The community grappled with a haunting question: who could commit such a heinous act against an innocent child? Under immense pressure to find answers, the police arrested 4 youths in 2001, aged between 14 and 17. However, the prosecution's case heavily relied on the testimony of a young girl, referred to as Witness Bromley. During the trial, inconsistencies in her account emerged, leading the judge to deem her testimony unreliable. Consequently, the case against the 4 collapsed, and they were acquitted. Years passed, with Damilola's killers remaining unidentified, casting a shadow over the community and the justice system. Yet, without anyone realizing, crucial evidence had been overlooked. The truth was closer than anyone imagined. In the next chapter, we explore the groundbreaking forensic breakthroughs that reignited the case, leading to the eventual identification and conviction of the true perpetrators. In 2006, a pivotal breakthrough emerged in the investigation into Damilola Taylor's tragic death. Advancements in forensic technology unveiled critical evidence that had previously eluded detection. Forensic experts discovered microscopic traces of Damilola's blood on the trainer of Danny Preddy and on the cuff of Ricky Preddy's sweatshirt. These findings were significant, as the blood evidence was not visible to the naked eye and required advanced testing methods to detect. The Preddy brothers, aged 12 and 13 at the time of Damilola's death, were well known to authorities for their involvement in local gang activities. The prosecution suggested that the attack on Damilola might have been an initiation ritual or a random act of violence. Despite Damilola's desperate pleas for help, he was left to die alone in a stairwell. In August 2006, after a 33-day retrial, the Preddy brothers were convicted of manslaughter, not murder. They received sentences of 8 years in youth custody. The verdict and the perceived leniency of the sentences sparked public outrage and deepened the Taylor family's heartbreak. The community grappled with the outcome, questioning whether justice had truly been served. The case highlighted systemic issues within the legal framework and prompted widespread debate. In the next chapter, we will explore the broader implications of this case, examining whether the justice system adequately addressed the crime and its lasting impact on the community. Following the trial, many questioned the adequacy of the justice system's response. The 8-year sentences handed to the Preddy brothers, and considering their ages at the time of the crime, were met with public outcry. Many felt the punishment did not align with the gravity of the offense. By 2011, both brothers had been released from custody. Tragically, Ricky Preddy's subsequent actions seemed to underscore the concerns of many. In the years following his release, he faced multiple arrests and convictions, including a high-speed moped chase in 2024 that endangered numerous lives. Amidst the pain and perceived miscarriages of justice, Damilola's father, Richard Taylor OBE, channeled his grief into action. In May 2001, he established the Damilola Taylor Trust, aiming to provide hope and opportunities for disadvantaged youth, ensuring they lead lives free from fear and violence. The Trust's mission is clear: to restore hope, optimism, and self-esteem in young people, guiding them away from the pitfalls of gang culture and towards fulfilling their potential. Yet the lingering question remains: did the justice system truly serve Damilola and his family? The leniency of the sentences, coupled with subsequent offences, suggests systemic flaws that demand introspection and reform. As we reflect on this tragic case, it's imperative to consider the broader implications. How can we, as a society, ensure that justice is both served and seen to be served? What measures can be implemented to prevent such tragedies in the future? We invite you to share your thoughts and engage in this crucial conversation. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to True Crime O'Clock for more in-depth explorations of cases that shape our world.